Good morning, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. I woke up in Chicago. I landed last night around 11ish. My flight was actually early because that never happens for me. If you've been around, I have the worst luck with traveling. Like between the bus saga to Annapolis, my flights are always like canceled, delayed. We actually even recently, I didn't even tell you about this, I had an issue with our India flight. We got an email from Emirates saying that our flight had been canceled and they'd booked us on a flight 12 hours later. We decided to go with the morning flight, like the 10 or 11 a.m. flight that got us into India or Dubai at like 8 a.m. the next day. And they decided to put us on one that left at like midnight. Luckily, there was another flight out of a different New York airport. That's the nice thing about living with a bunch of airports, that they had a 10 a.m. out of a different airport. And so we called and we were like, put us on that flight, please. Like, we're okay going to a different airport. We still want to leave at 10 a.m. Like, our plan was to land in Dubai at 8 and have a whole day. And then we have a hotel booked for that night. We didn't want to land at like 11 p.m. and then go straight to our hotel. Like, just crazy. Anyways, that was not the purpose of this morning message. I wanted to share that I got home last night and I went straight to bed, and then of course my body clock this morning was like, it's 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's time to wake up. So I got up at about 7 Chicago time, which was actually good because I got to finish up a couple things. If you watched last week's vlog, I mentioned that between my time on the bus to the airport, I had a little bit of time at the airport, and then my time on the plane. I wanted to finish editing 2 videos so that I could enjoy my weekend without worrying about them. I was able to get it all edited, so then overnight I let it export and upload. So this morning I was able to get them all prepped and ready to go. You know, the description box, the thumbnails, all that stuff. So those 2 videos are ready to go so I can just enjoy my weekend with my friends and my family, and it's all ready to go. So I am gonna get out of bed and get ready, wash my face, brush my teeth, and I'm gonna go take a dance class. So there is a workout studio that is near my mom's apartment that is awesome if you are a prior dancer. I mentioned this recently to somebody on Instagram. If you are in Chicagoland and you are a prior dancer, this dance workout class is freaking phenomenal. I talked about it during Vlogmas. That was the first time that I went to it. I talked about it during a vlog then, but it is just the perfect balance for me between it being a fitness class and it being a dance class. Because if I go take a proper dance fitness class, like a Zumba class or something, I actually get kind of bored. Like it's not for somebody who danced for so many years, it can get a little repetitive and a little bit boring. But then I go take a real dance class, which in New York, I'm very lucky that I have that opportunity, but it's freaking, like, it's too serious for me. I'm like, I am just here to get a good workout because I like to dance. Everybody at those classes in New York is like, I'm trying to be a professional dancer, and I'm like, man, I'm not. So I really like this class. It is a dance fitness class, but it was made for dancers. So they teach the choreography at a quicker speed. The choreography is slightly more difficult. It's very dancey. It's not like, you know what I like. If you've danced or you've watched dance, you know what I mean, like the difference between like dance choreography and Zumba choreography. So anyways, I really like it, and I try to go whenever I'm in town. So I'm gonna go to the 9:30 class there, and then I'm headed to the pool with my mom. So I'm gonna like lay out my swimsuit and lay out my sunglasses so that literally when I get home from class, I'm not gonna shower. I'm gonna put my swimsuit on and go straight to the pool. My mom was like, I might already be up there. I was like, okay, Mom. dance class was awesome, as always. I'm always very excited about that studio. I've taken from 2 different instructors there, and their styles, like, I like them both. One, I liked their music better. I don't know if they get to pick the songs or if they're just told what songs to play. Like, I've probably been 4 or 5 times total, so, you know, I don't know if they change it up during this different times of the year. I don't have any idea, but this instructor, I really do like her, and she has, her hair color is like almost identical to mine, but her music choices are not always my favorite. There were a couple songs I really liked today, but some of them I was like, this is not getting me motivated. But it was good, and I'm glad that I went. Now I'm gonna go put my swimsuit on and meet my mom at the pool. It's not honestly that hot right now. It's like, actually, it's really nice outside, but the sun's not out. I don't know that I'm like ready to get into the pool unless like it gets sunnier or hotter out. Like, this is not like getting in the water weather, but it'll be nice to just hang out there, get some fresh air, spend some time with my mom. And then my brother said he's gonna join as soon as he wakes up, but it's 10:35 now. We'll see. He's 22. We'll see what time he actually gets out of bed and joins us, if he joins us. And that's all I've planned today. It's literally just to lay by the pool with my mom until Nina comes to pick me up. All right, Nina got this very cute Mimosa Bar kit. I say very cute, I haven't opened it yet, so I actually can't speak to its cuteness. But it's from Amazon, and it has, look at this, it comes with a ton of different things. It comes with 25 juice tags, 100 paper straws, 12 pre-folded fruit, Pop Fizz clink sign, Mimosa Bar sign, flute graphic, but first mimosa sign, string, oh, I guess that's for the signs, and a plastic needle. I don't know what that's for. This is so cute. So it looks like it's kind of pink and gold themed. So there's actually 4 different kinds of straws. How cute, look. And look at the little signs. So we've got blueberries. I think these are all the different kinds of fruit. And look at the different kinds of juice. So then, of course, hold on, I've got to show you part 2. So Nina got these jars from the dollar store. So this is like Mimosa Bar on a budget, y'all. So she got these at the dollar store for $1, right? Yes. Yes. And so then we're gonna put the labels, that's what the string's for, Laken, on these and fill them up with juice, and it's gonna be this super cute Mimosa Bar. And she also got, so she got the juice, some of the juice at the dollar store too, and then some juice at the grocery store, and then she got champagne from Trader Joe's. So like, this is the DIY cute but cost-effective Mimosa Bar. All right, while I was doing the Mimosa Bar, Nina was setting up the charcuterie. I don't think you can call this a board because it's literally her entire countertop, and it is full of trays and little bowls and candles, and she has bought like so many types of meats and cheeses that she's gonna fill this up with, and like crackers and bread, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what it looks like. Okay, so the other thing that we can set up that's like not perishable are the gifts from Erin Condren. So we had been planning this like girls night, girls weekend, And then Sam over at Erin Condren mentioned that Erin Condren was launching these new self-care journals at around the same time. So it was just like the perfect reason to have a girls' self-care night. And then Sam from Erin Condren sent some new Erin Condren goodies. So she sent the new self-care journals, which I am so excited to dig in. And then it's wrapped up with a band and then these shine on pouches. Oh, there's something in the pouch too. Oh, what did they pack in the pouch? Ooh, so in the pouch, there is a set of the new compliment cards. There's something else in there. Oh, pens. Oh, the gel pens. Like, I think this is like the classic colorway, the gel pens. And then some of the new hourglass, the designer hourglasses. She sent a couple of the sets and she figured everyone can just pick whichever time kind of fits their self-care routine the best between the 10, go away plastic. Between the 10, the 20, and the 30. We're just gonna set them out on the table and everybody can pick which one they want. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything out of the boxes and get that all set up. Oh, hello, happy Monday. I made it home safe and sound this morning. I took the super early flight. It's one of those things that I feel like, it's not my favorite thing in the world, obviously, to get up and take a 5 a.m. flight and then go work all day. But to have all of Sunday with my family and then there's no chance of traffic getting to the airport at 4 a.m. on a Monday morning. Those flights are also never delayed. It's honestly just one of the best. I probably shouldn't sit down, but I'm going to chat with you about one thing. Actually, one other thing, but it's over on the bed. Anyways, just wanted to check in. I had an amazing, amazing weekend in Chicago. I'm so glad that I went. It was just really nice to hang out with my friends and my family and enjoy the pool. Literally on Sunday, that's all we did. We like got up and went to the pool at like 10 a.m. and took turns going to get snacks and drinks and read my book. I actually read both of my books. I chatted with my mom. My sister was there. My brother was there. Like it was a wonderful, wonderful day. And then we ended the day by going to trivia on Sunday night, which was so much fun. It was sort of just generic trivia, but there was one random question about Gilmore Girls. I was so proud. Like I was so proud to know the answer. It was awesome. My family ended up getting third place, which was, I mean, it is what it is. I'm pretty proud of us because the max limit like per team was 8 adults, and we only had 4. It was my mom, my stepdad, and my brother and I. So I think we did pretty well given the circumstances. And then I worked all day, which again was a long day given my early flight, but honestly, I'm so excited about my new opportunity. If you didn't watch last week's vlog, I'm changing jobs at work and I'm really excited. Nothing really officially changed today. To be honest, most of what I did today, except for one meeting I attended, was all my old role, but I scheduled my move to my new desk, and I just, I'm excited and sort of re-energized to get started with that. So I have a little bit of time before my monthly cleaning service gets here. At first I was gonna reschedule it. I usually do it like the last Monday of the month or the first Monday of the month to like start the month fresh, depending on how the dates fall. And I originally was gonna reschedule it because I was like, do I really wanna have them come like the day after that I travel? And I decided to keep it because I figured it would make me a lot more likely to just like come home and sit on the couch after work. I feel like if they weren't coming, I would have literally done nothing tonight, but because they're gonna be here, I came home, I tidied up, which honestly wasn't that much. Sam, it was pretty tidy. There was some mail that I needed to move and whatnot. Here, I'll show you. Stand back up. It's all over here on the bed, all the stuff that I tidied up. So I have my suitcase. This is like the stuff that was inside the suitcase that I need to like put back in once I unpack this, like extra toilet, like travel toiletries. And then as you can see, some mail. I want to check out my power sheet, so I brought it into the bedroom with me, and then my backpack. And so this is what I'm going to deal with while they're here, but I tidied up the rest of the apartment so that it's all ready to go. But before they get here, like I said, I have 2 things. So the first thing is sort of just a question. I was listening to a podcast, or was it a YouTube video? I don't know. Whatever it was, it made me think about something and I wanted your thoughts. So there's this big like concept of eating the frog, where you should always do the hardest thing like first thing, because that's when you have the most energy. Whatever the situation is, you do the hardest thing first because that's when you have the most momentum. But what this YouTube, I wish I remembered where I heard it. What they talked about was kind of the opposite, and was doing the easier things first because it gives you the momentum and the like accomplishment, and you feel like, okay, I did the easy things and I was able to check those off, and now I have the energy and the push to do the hard things. And I thought, well, that's interesting. So I just wanted your thoughts. How do you feel when you make a to-do list of things you need to get done? And the other piece of it is the most important and the hardest may not always be the same thing, right? Like there might be some times where the easiest one is the most important. Well, that's easy, then I probably just do that one first. But some people would still say you should eat the frog and do the hardest one first, even if it is not as important. I don't really know. I feel like I want to look into this a little bit more and maybe see what's out there in terms of how you should tackle tasks. I know I've heard things before about prioritization, but I'm just talking about like a simple to-do list. I put 5 things down on a to-do list. Do I start with the one that's going to take the least amount of time or the least amount of effort, or do I start with the one that's going to take the most time or the most effort? I'm just curious to know, what do you do? What do you do when it comes to tackling tasks? Okay, the other thing I wanted to quickly bring up before, hopefully the door doesn't buzz before we're done chatting, and that is I want to gift 2 of you these Erin Condren tote bag straps. I got the Erin Condren tote bag sent to me. We reviewed that in a prior vlog. I got the gray one sent to me, but I got the like all 3 of the canvas straps sent to me. And I talked about this in the vlog, but the gray bag has like a dark charcoal faux leather, accent. And then the navy bag, the navy canvas bag, has navy faux leather accents. And they still say like you can like intertwine them, and some people might be okay with that. I will likely never ever put these straps that have the faux navy accent on my gray bag. Does that make sense? That was a lot of colors. So I have both of them. So you get to pick a strap when you order the bag, but then unless you buy the extra ones, you may not have these. Okay, so the first one is, I don't remember the names of them, you guys. I think this might be classic. We're gonna call this the red and blue one. So if you ordered the navy bag, but you did not get the red and blue stripe strap with it, send me an email with your address. United States only, I apologize, international friends. And the first person that emails me their address saying the red and blue strap, I will send this to you. The other one that I have, which is still completely wrapped in the packaging, I didn't even take it out, is got blue, pink, and then the gray, but again, it's got the navy faux leather accent. So really, my guess is if you ordered the navy bag, you picked one of these two straps. So if you picked this one, you know, ask for this one. If you picked this one, ask for this one if you want the other strap. I hope this isn't too complicated. What I'm saying is, if you want one of these straps, I will send you one of them. The first person to email me and say, I want that one, and with their address, I will send it to you. I hope that you are not asking for one that you already have. I'm just gonna trust you on that, and that you've actually purchased the bag, that you're not just like asking for a free strap. I don't know why you'd want a free strap without a bag anyways, but anyways, I was cleaning through all where my tote bags were, and I had thrown these in there, and I was like, I'm never gonna use these because I'm not gonna order the navy one, so I'm never gonna use these straps. So send me an email if you're interested. Hello, happy Wednesday. I am just leaving dinner with my aunt and my cousins. They actually live in Ohio. That's where my stepdad is from. And they were in town for the week, mostly. They came in on Monday and they are leaving tomorrow just for a girls trip. One of my cousins just graduated high school, so it was sort of a graduation present for her. And they came to the city, did a bunch of city things, and they were seeing Mean Girls tonight. And so I met up with them for dinner, took them to the best pizza place that's near the theater district. I've talked about this pizza place a number of times before. It's my favorite place. So we went there for dinner. It was really nice to just chat with them and catch up. And my aunt is actually my sorority sister as well, which is it's just really fun fact. So anyways, I thought I would touch on something because I feel like I get this question a lot, and I feel like this question is really applicable to tonight because I knew they were coming. Like she asked me months ago, or told me months ago, that they were coming, so I knew they were gonna be here, but I had forgotten. I didn't write down the dates, and we didn't make any set plans when we had talked about it. So when I planned this week, if you watch the plan with me, I did not put dinner with my aunt and my cousins, but they texted me on Monday when they were driving from Ohio, and they were like, hey, we're gonna be in town, can we have a meal? So anyways, I am here to kind of answer the question of what happens when the plans in my planner don't go as planned. And the truth is, for this week, I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change out and take the sticker off and put a new sticker down. I'm just gonna leave it as is, and that And then I'll probably put a picture on my monthly view that like commemorates going to dinner with them, but I'm not going to change it on my weekly layout. I'm at the Subway, so let's finish this chat. Honestly, that's what I do most of the time. Most of the time, if the plans change, I'm just gonna leave it. That's how it is. Now, the thing that I was gonna do tonight, I was gonna edit the video that I filmed this morning. Well, guess what? I didn't end up filming a video this morning, and it's because I decided that this video, the idea of the video that I was gonna film this morning, I really wanted to do it live. I wanted to do a YouTube live instead of just a sit down video. So I am scheduling a live for Friday. It will already have happened by the time this vlog goes up. It worked out because I didn't need to do any editing tonight anyways. So I got to go to dinner with them, and now they're headed to their show. It's almost 8 o'clock, and I am headed home. I had one other thing I wanted to tell you, just a thought that passed through my head. I was walking past the Late Show with Stephen Colbert while I was headed to the Subway, and I was like, oh, I really want to do that. And it made me think of, I need to make a New York bucket list. Like, I'm not planning to live in New York forever. Spoiler alert, I will move eventually. And I want to make a list of all the things in New York that I haven't done that I want to do before I leave. So that's just something I'm saying out loud so that it'll happen. Maybe I'll add it to my power sheets, maybe next year. I have plenty of time. Yeah, maybe next year I'll create it and then start executing on it. We're thinking maybe like, I don't know, 3 years or so before we move, so I have plenty of time to execute on it, but I do want to get started making it before I forget. Hello, happy August. I cannot believe it's already August, but that means new goals, new things that I'm working towards. So one of the big things that I put on my power sheets this month that was brand new, that's a daily habit that is definitely gonna take some thinking and some planning, is I am trying to have a salad a day. I elaborated a little bit more in the goals video where I talk about my goals and my power sheets, but the gist of it is I don't really like salads, and I'm trying to learn to like salads. And so I have a goal to have a salad per day. It doesn't always have to be the main meal. Like if I go out to dinner and I get a salad to start, and then I'm gonna try to either get an appetizer or a kid's meal as my like entree, or wrap it up and take it home. But most of the time I am gonna try and have the salad be my meal. So it's also gonna let me try some places around the office and then around the apartment. I mean, there are a ton of salad places in the city that have become the new like the Chipotle of salad. I'm gonna start with the pre-made ones because I don't know what I like. And every time I've gone to one of those places and like gotten my own salad made and picked my own ingredients, I don't end up liking it. And again, I don't know if it's just because I'm picking weird things or because I just don't like salad. So the other piece of my like meal planning this month, I'm taking a little bit of a break from Jenny Craig. Part of it is I just got so far behind. I have a lot of food in my freezer, and with all my traveling that I'm gonna be doing, it doesn't make sense right now. So I'm taking a little bit of a break. I'm also kind of sick of the food. It's good, like the food tastes good. I'm kind of sick of it because I've been having the same thing for months. So I'm taking a break. And so this month, my goal is to get through the Jenny Craig food that's in my freezer and then have a salad a day. And those should be my 2 meals, like lunch and dinner for the most part, is 1 Jenny Craig meal and then 1 salad. My plan was, I was thinking I would have the salad for lunch. That way I didn't have to take the Jenny Craig meal to work, and I could go walk and get some fresh air from the office, and like that was my plan. But when I am working out during lunch, which is pretty much the only times I'm not working out during lunch is because I have another lunch going on, I already took a lot of time away from my desk at lunch. Like I already took my full hour lunch to go down to the gym and then shower and get ready. So then to take another, even if it takes 15 minutes, 20 minutes to walk and get a salad, like I'm stretching the amount of time I can take for lunch. And the truth is I could like stay later. Like I could take a longer lunch and then stay later, but I don't really want to do that either. So I think for the most part, I'm gonna be taking a Jenny Craig meal for my lunch, which is what I did today, and then having the salad for dinner. So what I did tonight was I literally went to Google Maps and I Googled salad near my apartment. So the place I went to tonight is called Fresh & Co. It is not too far from my apartment, and I'd heard of it, or at least walked by it before, but I don't think I'd ever eaten there. And they had online ordering, which I'm all about, like not having to talk to a person to place my order. And you can like order in advance. So I was still at the office and I placed an order for the one near my apartment for 30 minutes out. that was like actually the soonest time they could do it anyway, which was perfect. It was the right amount of time for my commute home, and I figured I'll leave and then I'll pick it up on my way home. It's perfect. So when I got there, it actually wasn't on the pickup counter, but I was a couple of minutes early, like before my pickup time. My pickup time was 7:30 and it was like 7:25. So I was just kind of standing there in front of the sign, like the pickup area, and it was kind of busy. I mean, there was a little bit of a line, there was a little bit of hustle and bustle, but like I wasn't trying to make eye contact because I just figured they want it to be as fresh as possible, so they're not gonna come put it out on the, you know, on the shelf until the time it's supposed to be picked up. So I kind of just wait, and then finally some guy comes up to me and he goes, "Are you waiting for something?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for an online order." I was like a few minutes early, and he goes, "What's the name?" And I told him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I have it ready back here." And I was kind of like, okay, I guess why are you keeping it back there? Like, if it was ready, why didn't you put it on the shelf? And like, should I have known to go ask? I don't know. Like that was kind of a weird vibe. So whatever, I go back, I get my bag from him kind of behind the counter. And then as I'm walking away, he goes, "Can I ask you what the pictures are for?" I had my camera out, obviously. And so I was like, "Oh, it's for YouTube. It's for vlogging." He was like, "Oh, okay." Like he didn't really understand why I needed to capture any footage, but he was like, I don't know. I don't know if he was concerned that I was doing something negative, because I feel that way every time I, like, especially if I'm like getting my nails done and I prop up the camera to film for like 30 seconds or whatever. I always feel like they're concerned that I am like, I'm recording them to use negatively. You know what I mean? Like exposing, or I don't know. That could just be my paranoia, but like that's one of the things that holds me back from filming in public, like restaurants and service places, because I'm afraid that they're thinking that I'm filming it because I'm having a bad experience and I want to document that. I don't know. I feel it less on my camera than when I did it on my phone. On my phone, it felt a lot more like that. I have been less concerned on my camera, but I still kind of feel that way. So then when he asked me that, I was like, oh, see, this is why I get nervous filming inside places, but whatever. So the salad I ended up getting was a pre-made one, and it was a kale Caesar salad. I mean, kale is kale. Kale is not great. Let's all be honest with ourselves. But when you put enough dressing on anything, it tastes okay. Like as long as there's enough dressing and the dressing is good, like it'll taste fine. And I like Caesar dressing. I feel like the two dressings that I do really like are Caesar and then balsamic. Vinaigrette. It has to be balsamic-y though. Like I almost would prefer just like balsamic and olive oil, because then I can add like a lot more balsamic to it. I love the flavor of balsamic. So I just got the kale Caesar salad. I forgot to ask them for no tomatoes, which is fine. I just picked them all out and I finished almost all of it. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Again, I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Even with croutons, I was still kind of meh about the whole thing, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I know somebody commented on my goals video saying that if I'm trying to learn to like vegetables, I should start with cooked vegetables. And I mean, I've tried that too. I don't like a lot of vegetables in general. Okay, the vegetables that I like: asparagus, mushrooms, onions, if those count as a vegetable. I mean, I know it's a vegetable, but like onions, you're not like eating like onions by themselves. Usually you're adding onions to other things. That's pretty much it. If they're cooked well, I can eat Brussels sprouts every once in a while, but they're not my favorite. That's pretty much it. I don't hate like raw carrots and celery. I especially don't hate them if I can dip them in ranch, or if I can dip the celery in peanut butter. Peanut butter has so many calories, it adds up so quickly. So anyways, that's my story. My salad was okay. Not great. I'm not like jumping over the moon, but it was fine. It literally was just kale, Parmesan, croutons, and Caesar dressing. Like it wouldn't have been that hard for me to make myself. So now it's about 8 o'clock. Sam said he's gonna be home between 8:30 and 9, which I'm glad, because we have not watched the new Handmaid's Tale, and I've seen so many posts on like Instagram and Facebook. Nobody spoiled it, but I've seen some like reaction feelings, and I'm like, I'm dying to watch it. So I'm excited for him to get home so we can watch that. I think I'm gonna clean up a couple things. I brought home like 2 big like reusable totes full of stuff. When I moved desks at work, I had one less drawer in my new desk. So there's a bunch of stuff I had at the office, didn't need to be at the office anyway, that had just accumulated over the years that I brought home. I need to like sort through that and figure out where that's going now that it's home. And then I got one cool thing in the mail that I'm excited about, but I'm gonna do a whole video on it. So I'm not gonna show it to you today, but I think I'm gonna bribe myself to tidy up the apartment and put the things away so that I can open it up and play with it. Hello, happy Friday. We made it, we survived. I actually had a half day today, so today flew by. It was awesome, it was great. I think having a window just has changed my life for the better. So I had a half day and then I went and took a tap class, which I talked about in my goals video. It was wonderful. I wish I could have filmed it for you, but I've talked about this before. When I go take classes at the more professional studios where it is about dance, like, not that a workout class is not about dance, but you know what I mean, where it's about the actual technique of dance, they are very like annoying about filming things. They're just not about it. Even if I'm like, no, it's just for fun, like I'm not gonna use this anywhere and I'm gonna give the choreographer credit, they're like, nope. So I did not get to film any of that for you. And the class was great. It was, I took an advanced intermediate Broadway style tap class, and the instructor was great. There were only 7 people in the class. I mean, I guess that's what happens at 1 p.m. on a Friday for an advanced intermediate class. And so it was very individualized and focused, and it was great. But he did talk a lot about like, well, in an audition, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna do this because in an audition, this would happen. And like, that's great for the people that are taking it for that. And I appreciate, I know that there are a lot of people that take it for that. I'm just not that person. I'm taking it because I love to tap and it gets my body moving. And I was tired. I burned like 600 calories according to my watch. What? But it was awesome. It was great. I had a wonderful time. I'm gonna try to go back, I think, when I have another half day in a couple of weeks. And then I came home, I did all the laundry, kind of. Well, let me take that back. I did the laundry. There's still a whole pile of it that needs to get hung up. Heyo, and I need to put the sheets back on the bed. But I folded all of it and I put it all away, but this pile that needs to get put on hangers, it's just gonna have to wait because I am starving. So I need to have my salad today. And I decided that instead of going to like an actual salad place, I'm gonna take my laptop with me and go to like a little bit more of a restaurant, and I already picked it out. I'm gonna have a salad and then like an appetizer. And I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna edit this weekly vlog while I'm enjoying my salad and my appetizer, and it's gonna be great. I also just finished going live tonight, which was really awesome. I have such a fun time chatting. I think it sometimes can be a little awkward when I'm trying to like read the comments and answer the questions, but honestly, I have so much fun. Like, I do feel like I get to know people a little bit better, especially this one. We talked about how planning has changed our lives, and it was really awesome. But I have a question for you. If you've made it this long, you're probably the person I really want to make sure this works for. So let me know in the comments what days and times work best for you. And obviously every week is different. I understand that. It's not going to be perfect every single week, and it's definitely not going to be perfect for everybody. But I just want to get a sense for like, if it is in the evenings, is 6 o'clock okay, or is that too early? I know on the West Coast it's a little bit early. The latest I probably could do during a week comfortably is 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's probably the latest I could do. Is there a day of the week that's better for people? This one I did Friday because it worked for me and in my schedule, but I know that that's not the greatest for everybody. Monday through Thursday might be better. What about the weekends? What works for you on the weekends? I'm very open to the weekend chats because unless I'm out of town, like I have lots of freedom on the weekends. So just let me know in the comments what usually on a normal week works best for you. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. Oh, this truck is literally blocking the crosswalk. I don't know that this EC washi is going to be enough hold, because let's be honest, the EC washi is
Oh, are you recording?
yeah, but that's okay. I can cut that out.
Put it in the bloopers. I'm just kidding.
I will put it in the bloopers. Everybody loves the bloopers. Okay, also I'm not gonna so I'm never gonna use these straps. Hello, happy Wednesday. I am getting dripped on by this building. Raringly, that's not a word. So now it's about 8 o'clock. But he did talk about a lot. What times of the week work best? Hang on. What time